All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live at the home of Long Drive in Mesquite, Nevada for the 2022 PLDA World Championships. We have the honor and privilege to be in the presence of greatness, the 2020 U.S. Open champion, the DeChambino, Bryson DeChambeau, going off tomorrow at 3. Bryson, it's just an absolute honor and a privilege to be in the presence of your greatness.
Oh, stop it, Bobby. You're the greatness, okay? Let's be real here.
All right, so what are you seeing so far the first couple sets?
Oh, well, I've seen some good can't speak today. Seen some good ball flights. You got Scotty Pierman here. He's over on the far left. Told him good luck. He's swinging fast right now. Kyle making it through, obviously. Shoot with one hand. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was crazy. Because, I mean,
psycho.
you know, we talked about you, like, I mean, because I was at your house that Wednesday when you were up in Oklahoma and you ended up backing out. But I think a lot of it had to do with you impacting the ground, you know, a lot too.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean, the fact that Kyle is hitting, 20 days after surgery is insane.
No, it's psychotic, to be honest with you. I mean, look, he's not getting a golf ball in a hole, and he's not got like 4 days to, play at this high level of golf where you're trying to hit every shot with control. You can just blast it out here and kind of run through your hand a little bit, albeit it is 4 days out here, and it's a lot of work and stress on the hand. So I'm not playing it at all. What he's doing is crazy. I mean, shoot, 3 weeks in, I was still getting stitches out. So he's already competing in the PLDA World Championships. Absolute psycho.
Yeah, well, I was just saying that with you. It's a lot difficult for you to keep playing because of you impacting the ground. So, like, you playing is a lot more difficult than him. He hadn't taken really any swings until Friday, and he called me at like 10 o'clock at night. It's like, I took 15 hacks, and I'm like, and he goes, it doesn't hurt as bad as I thought it would hurt, and I went 152.
The nice part is the surgeon apparently didn't go that far into the middle of the hand. His grip goes along, the middle of the hand. It doesn't really go, or kind of in the fingers. It doesn't really touch where they had the insertion or the cut line. And so he's fine, man. He looks good. Doesn't have the same speed, but, like, look, he could still win with that, right? He hits it in the grid a little bit more. We'll see. You don't know. And then you got Sam Jude out here. He's coming up next. But you got 362 with Scotty. That's a great drive. Very nice drive.
I got to get the digits on my computer here because right now I'm on the YouTube live feed and I'm looking for the. I need the different screen.
That's a different one. No. You need to go to live.
Where's it at here?
But guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Bryson. I'll tell you right now, this is so exciting. You may not hear it that well in my voice right now, but I am controlling as much adrenaline as I possibly can right now, saving it up for tomorrow and the rest of those days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, Scotty was a little hot on that one, but he's still leading so far. There is a ghost in the 4th slot. I'll tell you what, this job ain't easy, though. You got a hell of a job here.
I practiced all last night for 5 seconds. I have no notes. I have nothing. I just come out here and just wing it.
That's amazing.
It's easy,
Yeah, it's fun. It's good.
Understanding the hitters and, like Scotty Pierman, 2021 PLDA regular season, player of the year, 2-time ALD amateur long drive champion. The guy knows how to win, and you know how to win as well. And it was fun last year. It was fun last year because a lot of people didn't know what to expect. But, I said I remember the first day, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bryson there late, make the final 8. And, anything's possible when you get down to the final 8. And, you could be holding the trophy at the end of the day, which would be kind of cool. I mean, you've got amateur championships, U.S. Opens. Like, I mean, you have like every title known to man besides the World Long Drive Championship.
That would be a goal. It'd be nice to put it on the mantle. Just being as versatile as possible. I don't want to be a jack of all trades, master of none. I want to be a master of all and jack of all trades at the same time.
Well, you might be in the booth. You have to be a master of the booth.
Hey, shoot. Yeah. I'm not doing that very well right now. So
You're doing great. Scotty Pierman takes down the set, 362.
What are some questions we got here? I'm good at answering questions.
I just can't wait because now they finally left. They let us off the gas here. Like you had to like follow the account for 7 days. Now it's like now you're good. So now they could spam and they can talk. Whatever. They could ask whatever.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi. You guys got any questions there for the DeChambino?
Yeah, guys. Throw them out.
So
how'd Sam do there on that one?
All right,
so he's got. Oh, there we go. No, it's not up yet. Not updated.
Still waiting on
the
scoreboard. The good thing is that they haven't had any issues all day. The technology has been phenomenal. They said, "What's the biggest difference?" And, even Chase asked that. I'm like, technology, you got top tracers on every single tee box. You have 4K cameras in each tee box to give the user experience. And
Right players. Oh, they're updating it right now.
So, but we're getting some updates here. I said we're waiting on the numbers to come back. But Scotty Perriman ended up taking up that set. And as we mentioned in the earlier broadcast, the ghost players always struggle. They normally don't do very well. They don't hit a ball in play, nor do they go out of bounds.
No, they're the best. They're the most consistent. They're the best at being consistent. Whoa, that was a sky ball. That was fun. That's the thing about this competition, too, sometimes. You can see some crazy ball flights. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
I love it, personally.
And we're looking at the top tracer for the first time as far as ball flight goes. Like, there hasn't really been – I mean, the apex seemed kind of low today. Like, I haven't seen anybody really hitting it over 150 feet in the air. It's been a lot of – there's, like, right there, that's 113, which seems kind of low. Sam's the guy that can touch –
There we go.
Yeah.
He can touch the moon with that cut ball of his, turbo cut.
Yeah, he's got a big old cutty.
Goodness, what a wipe at that. Absolute wipe session there.
What's the difference with a Bridgestone golf ball? I mean, it's probably a better construction ball. Here, you know what, Bryson?
The aerodynamics on it.
Well, I got a text message from Bobby Peterson.
Here we go.
All right. Here's some about the ball. Slightly lower compression, lower spin, and more efficient straighter.
So fly straighter.
Seamless 333 dimple means less drag, slower velocity. What's that word? Well, I have a high school education.
Degradation. Slower velocity degradation means it flies farther.
I knew what it meant. I just didn't want to say it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I didn't know what it meant. No, I didn't know what it meant.
You had no idea.
No, I want to thank Wellington High School for not ever teaching me the word degradation.
That's that baseball education coming in hot.
Is that graduation? Degraduation? And also more. I know aerodynamics, so not affected by wind as much.
For you.
Well, aerodynamic. That's 9 syllables, I think.
It just ended it. So, so you got Sam Jude, I think, as of right now, is leading. Depends on the last ball's coming in, but
next up on the tee in slot 1,
looks like Sam's going to come away with that one so far.
Slot 3, Fumi Kobayashi, and slot 4, Jeff Allen. On deck to finish set 1, Will Hope.
So that was a good set. Sam Judah ends up taking it down at 369. Kyle Gabbard, he is the amateur world champion last year at 363. Campbell McMillan, and we talked about it earlier today. Slot number 1 and slot number 4, the golf ball is eerily similar. There's a green line in slot 4, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer for the ball calling on slot 1 and slot 4. So, and nothing is exact until you see a line under the number, the actual number of the hitter. So Kyle Gabbard's in at 363 yards. Waiting on Sam Judah, who ended up doing a video with Regisy where he just comes out the blocks almost at 220.
Oh, unbelievable. Couldn't believe it when I saw it. I blew my mind. Very impressed. He's a good dude, too. Means well and definitely wants the best for his family and wants to hit as far as humanly possible. He was a baseball player, too.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of baseball players, that have competed.
It's surprising how many players are out here competing, just new faces and people that are getting into it. And look, if there's a driving range and you got a driver, go at it. Go out there and have some fun and swing hard. There's no reason not to. That's the way I started out, especially, when I didn't know much about the sport and I was just trying to play normal golf. I was like, how do I hit it farther? Well, what do you do? What is 100? What does a track star do? 100-meter dash, right? You go out and run it. You try and run it faster, faster, and faster. So I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I know I got to train, but I want to come out here and hit the ball really hard, and that's what I initially did, and it actually paid off pretty well. That was actually the way to do it.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier, where Ziegler sat kind of in the booth with us for the 3 days, and the one thing that I know that you were trying to work on was swinging a little bit more up on the ball. You were more at like +2 at impact, like swinging up, and then you got progressively better and better as the event went on, and you got faster and faster. So now, like I watched you go 216 at your house about a month ago, but I know that your speeds have improved, and I'll say it. I think Bryson's going to be right there at the end to win this thing, and
I'm gonna give it my all, man. This year it's a little different. I've got a little bit more speed. I feel like when my body starts to loosen up. I mean, I hit it pretty hard last week. When my body starts to loosen up, and I get free, I really think I've got an opportunity to compete up at the top 4 and even the championship round.
Well, a lot of it has to do with landing angles and hitting a lot of balls in play. And I've compared you to like a Dave Mobley type, but you're significantly quicker than Mobley. And Mobley's the type of guy that can hit all different types of golf balls and hit different types of shot shapes. And
206 there is pretty solid. What's his
We're just like, and we
Dwight.
just got some feedback. It said the apex is low and the landing spots are short. Maybe there needs to be a bit of adjustment on the angles. Yeah, because like for me, like I know that these guys are not hitting it 150 feet in the air. Some of these balls are going significantly higher. But you know, at the end of the day, we're getting it's been consistent. So you're able to see, you know. It
Jeff?
seems like 135 is kind of like the height right now, like based off of the top tracer statistics.
Seems like Fumi. 87. There we go.
Fumi just absolutely crushed one. He hit 62 feet in the air, 175, celebrating. Our guy.
Electric.
He is. He was on fire last year too. Hit a lot of balls in play, and you know.
That's the fun part about this sport. Like, you may not be necessarily the fastest, but you're still enjoying it, having a good time, blasting balls, and letting off some steam. I know it's a great way to let off steam for me.
Yeah. And I see Jeff Allen here. He's worked a lot, you know, on the grid and with the PLDA all year. So thank you for your service, sir, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Allen. You got Dwight Riddle in slot number 1. He's a Texas guy.
No balls for them yet. They got to get in the grid here
And then
soon.
Jared Ford working on a number as well.
87.
So what's the difference in this golf ball? Like, were you able to test it any? And I know you were testing a little bit, but
I didn't test it too much, but Bobby over at the OSPS, they tested out quite a bit. And they just said it was a ball that flew a little bit straighter. And for us, that's what we need out here. For us long drivers, you know, we hit it pretty far offline. So it's got some better aerodynamics, and it's going to allow the ball to fly farther and go farther. Because that's ultimately what it is here, folks, is it's not necessarily always about ball speed. It's about how far that ball can fly and go and roll. So if you get some better aerodynamics, you can get some pretty far balls out there. Oh man,
So right now
Fumi getting it after it.
we're looking at the wind right now. The wind, it's just say it's south to north wind. It's coming from the southwest, so it's down from right to left. So if you're in slot number 4, you're gonna want to hit a little draw. And so slot 4 and 3 are going to be a little bit more of an advantage currently if you're in slot 1 or slot 2. So
Oh, you got Will Hogue here coming up.
Will won everything in 2018 besides the World Championships.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was on
Really?
fire. He probably won 3. He won 3 or 4 World Lawn Drive events, and ended up winning a Lawn Drive World Series event in Mexico. He got me on the last ball. He cheated. He
son
hit
of
it.
a gun.
He ended up hitting it 483 yards against Joe Miller. You know, that kind of went far.
Gotcha. So Jeff won that set. Looks
Jared,
like.
yeah, Forder comes in
And Jared.
second with 333. Fumi at 327. We don't have a full number from those guys yet,
336. 337, 336.
and we still have 4 numbers to pop up from Fumi.
Yeah. Maybe he caught one. You never know.
You never know.
Maybe that yell helped him get it over the line, get over the finish line.
All right, so Jared Forder's in at 336 yards. So Jeff Allen looks like he's going to take down the set. Fumi ends up hitting at 327. So Sam Judah and Scotty Perriman have wins. And Jeff Allen with a win.
Followed right behind by Jared Porter at 336. Fumi Kobayashi 327. Dwight Riddle OB, no points that set. On the tee now, finishing off set 1. Will Hogue, Wes Campo.
All right, so
Kyoto
we got
Cueto, and Jason
Will the
Coates.
Thrill, Fire Marshal Will Hogue, slot number
Will,
1.
the Fire Marshal Will.
Fire Marshal Will.
Not Fire Marshal Bill.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love Jim Carrey. He's awesome.
Will's the man, too. I remember it was 2017, and it was the second day of the World Championships, and then we went to heads-up matches. So we had a round robin where they took, out of the 16 guys, 6, and then we went into heads-up, double elimination heads-up matches. And I pulled Will, and I'm texting him at like 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, drinks are on me, you know, whatever, all night. And dude got me. I can't beat him. I could beat him. And
Just
then,
trying to get him any way possible.
yeah, you know. But yeah, Will's in slot number 1. Him and we have some cool history on this grid. Sorry to our boy out there out in Canada. You know, I don't want to mention his name. He already knows it's coming. But
Uh-oh.
no, it's all right. Me and Will had to hit it 464 yards in order to advance.
Yeah.
And I went 465 and he went 466. So 463 got eliminated from the World Championships.
That's
If you guys
sad.
know the guy's name who got knocked out, you can say it.
What are some
Not gonna give
questions they have for us? See what they got.
All right. We got Bryson
Adam
DeChambeau and Bobby Bradley on the microphone right now. DeChambino sitting tomorrow at 3 with Martin. You
3
got
p.m. tomorrow, guys.
Yeah.
That's when I'm hitting. So
Yeah.
you better be ready for it. Pacific Standard Time.
So
Ooh, that's a wipe there. Thrashed at that one. Gosh, I love seeing people swing. So much fun. So interesting seeing how people produce force.
So Jason Cook
Mm.
and Thorne Van Zyl have been, the top of South Africa the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Cook's a baseball guy, tough competitor. He's probably touching 45, 46 years old.
366 with Will Hogue there. That's going to be pretty tough to beat for this set.
Yeah, Wes Campos at 329. Koido, I don't want to mess that up, but at 332, and Jason Cook looking at a number at 318. Looked like he slipped.
Dang.
We haven't seen any slips, really. That was the first one that I saw.
The grass has been pretty solid. I was kind of concerned about it, but it's not doing too bad. So it's like hitting at a first cut.
Yep.
Hopefully I can stick my feet in the ground out there and make it feel a little more stable.
All right, Bryson, can we get some long drive comps in the live fan zone at events?
No comment. Okay.
Yeah.
No comment. Hey Chase, can I get my Gatorade or the Propel thing? Thanks, dude.
It's a target swing speed to be competitive in the amateur division. I mean, there's guys like Cody Billinghurst that entered the amateur event, and he was like 215. So I said when I saw him at Hope Sound that he's not an amateur, but I mean you're seeing amateur guys 205, 210, and which 205, 210 is competitive with the right ball flights in the open division. So the amateurs it's a little skewed because like I said, I feel like some of these amateurs aren't. They're professionals. So I'm more of the amateur. I don't even think I'm fast enough to be an amateur.
Oh, stop. You're not even fast enough to be in the junior division.
I am. I'll get in that junior division.
You're not even fast
I'm not even fast enough to get in that one. Yeah, probably.
I'm kidding.
Whatever.
I'm kidding.
The single father division. I can get in.
There you
right?
go. It's okay. You just put a rope in front of my face, and I buckle down, so you're good.
Dishi and being out there just banging them balls at 3 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It really is. Like, this is our Yankee Stadium per se, or Augusta. And I mean, I guess that's a stupid question, but what's your favorite golf course? I mean,
my favorite? Cypress.
Okay.
Cypress, not even a question. Cypress Point is my favorite.
Okay.
Absolutely love it. I think that there are times that people don't realize how beautiful that place actually is. Yeah, there's the history, Pine Valley and Augusta and whatnot, but the way that Dr. McKenzie set up that golf course on that piece of land can't ever be replicated in the world. So, unfortunately, but fortunately, that's the one that'll always have my heart. It's like that first love, you get that first love, and just something never changes.
Absolutely. I fell in love with the curveball.
Yeah,
I threw it a lot.
Yeah, you did pretty well with that for a while, right?
Yeah, and 5 surgeries later, wasn't that good to me.
Well, what else?
All right. And there's a couple live questions. Where's Martin Borgmeyer doing the Bobby Bradley Bryson Shambo net return filming? Martin was there. He showed up a little late, but Martin was in and around it. We were just kind of, it was Bryson and Kyle are sponsored by the net return, so we just kind of stayed off out of everybody's way. But I had the camera in my hand. But that was fun. I mean, you and Kyle were talking trash, and then you
back and forth. I couldn't believe he hit it that day. I know he was not feeling great then, and I shouldn't have probably pushed him that hard. But by golly, he got that world record. So I was pretty pumped and proud of him for that, and he will always have that.
That was pretty cool because the night before when we were out at Highlands just hitting,
Sam.
I thought that I thought he could have hit it easily that night. He was hitting the ball hard at Highlands.
Probably could have, and then I had some stuff going on. I couldn't get out there, and then he came over to the house and he broke a world record, and so
That was awesome.
an hour and a half later.
Well, that wasn't his prototypical warm-up, too.
No.
Kyle has multiple, as he said, 4 levels of his speed training where he starts out with the stock driver, and then he goes to 48-inch, and he wants to be about 150 to 152, and then he wants to be 152 to 154, 155. And once he hits 155, he's got 30, 40 balls that he just goes full throttle at.
Correct. See if he can push it.
Every time he's attempted with me to break a world record or a ball speed record, he's done it.
It's unbelievable.
It's fun to watch.
The passion and dedication he has for pushing his body is insane. I mean, that's why ultimately he completely messed up his hamate bone, just like me.
Well, we were there. It was like a punch pitching wedge or a punch wedge from like 60 yards, and he's like, oops.
That didn't feel good.
No. So Sam Judas at 374, Jason Cook 328. Our guide, Dong Lee was like, Max. We just call him Max. He's a man. He's at
Come on, Max.
317.
Let's see a good one out of you. Let me
Max
show-
is
get
the
this
man.
190. Come on.
Huge fan of Long Drive. He's been competing the last couple of years. Really enjoy hanging out with him. Great dude.
215 out of Sam.
Sam's fast, and we talked about Sam is very similar to. All right, let's go back to the names. Sebastian. I'm blanking on his last name, but Sebastian, the kid from Australia.
Oh, Seb Twiddell.
Yeah, Sebastian Twiddell. That kid needs to tighten up his dispersion
Oh my
left to right,
gosh.
but him and Sam are very similar hitters to where they're very fast, and if they can just tighten it up just a little bit, they have a chance. You always worry about them going, hitting it in play.
I'm telling you, the thing with Seb, I've never seen a human being have the ability to move a handle other than Kyle and Martin and Justin even like that. He has that potential.
Yep.
And I saw him out here. It's just, how you have that sort of look. You look at someone, you're like, oh, that guy has it. He definitely has it from my perspective, from what I could see. If he could just work on some mechanics a little bit, time it up better, because he produces all his speed at the top.
Yep.
It's not through impact.
Yep.
So if he can learn to do that and control the face a bit better, he's strong enough to go 230. And then Gregnall as well. He's upwards of 230, right?
He went 232 his last session before flying out here. And Gregnall hits it straight. And Gregnall, I know you
That's
weren't at the last event in Utah, but he really struggled the first round robin. But he's so fast that he hit a couple good balls in play where he advanced, and then he was just putting on a clinic, hitting it dead straight the next set. So someone that like him, that if he stays in the grid and he's hitting it like he is, like he's got a chance to win a world championship.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But, all right, so Sam Judah ends up taking down that set at 374, but we're still waiting on a number from Jared Forder. The numbers aren't registering, and also it's hot. So if these iPads overheat, there's a good chance that we won't be able to get the numbers up on the scoreboard. So looks like Ryan Riesback is going to a new iPad right now, because Ryan does it all. Not only is he in the top 5 in the point standings for the sport, he's the owner, so he competes. He's one of the owners.
He competes and performs.
And he's ball calling right now, just getting the sun on him. So I'm going up against Ryan tomorrow, so I'm going to offer him about 18 cases of Dr. Pepper.
That's so funny.
Bryson goes off tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wendy Gavin, God bless America. Wendy Gavin, you're a legend. Dan McIntosh, how does Kyle do his different levels of speed when training? Levels of speed? Yeah, I think I said it as far as whatever. Stock driver, 48-inch, 150, 152. Then he just goes nuts. It's a shame that Bry Roberts isn't in the field. Yeah, Bry will be out here next year. We actually, Bry
what
got
happened? Why isn't he here?
He doesn't want to be.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
just kidding. He will legally be able to come into the United States next year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he cheated on the spelling bee, and it gave him a 5-year ban. So,
I understand.
Yeah. So
trying to compete in that spelling bee can be tough sometimes.
It can be tough, especially when you misspell a word and you
Yeah.
throw a microphone at someone and hit him.
That's right.
And now it's a 5-year ban from the States. But Bri, you got to meet out in Scotland at the Open
He's
Championship.
a funny dude. He's funny.
That was funny. Yeah, I know he's talking trash while you're playing your practice round. And that was cool. I can say that. So I was out there watching the DeChambino bang it around at the old course in
Almost
St.
had
Andrews.
it. I would have putted better. I'd have won.
I mean, just even the first day, the first couple holes, I had like a 4-footer. I mean, whatever. I know a couple of holes. Yeah, it's all good. But no, like, I mean, instead of would you shoot 3 under the first day?
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
I mean, you played well.
Yeah, I'm there. My game's getting back. The golf is getting back finally. I'm gonna win some live events here soon, before the season ends, and then next year really gonna gear up for a lot of strength and speed this off season. I got 2 months to gain speed. My golf swing is getting to a place where I'm really comfortable with it again, which is awesome. Just this hand injury really set me back. If I wouldn't have had this hand injury, I think I could be over 220 pretty consistently now.
Yeah.
But I'm getting back up there. I think I'm working on my hand properly now compared to what I was doing before, just blasting through it. So next year at this event, it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna be a lot faster.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching you play at the Doral, and I think that course will set up good for you. It's a bomber's paradise.
From what I hear, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I've been out there a bunch. Done a bunch of events on number 10. You just hit it right over the water fountain.
That's what I hear. So
It's fun. No, it's a
Yeah.
good course. No, it really is. It's long.
number 1's like pretty straight away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Yep.
interesting hole.
Yep.
I'll get there. We'll see it. It'll be fun.
Yep.
All right. What do we got?
You got Nick Kiefer coming
Kyle.
in.
Kyle.
Got a bunch of people coming in talking. Bri Roberts, hi.
348 right now by Kyle.
Kyle Gabbard,
Ooh, that's a nice hit.
the 2021 PLDA Amateur World Champion. Kyle
There you go.
Gabbard in slot number 1. Dwight Riddle,
Mm.
slot 2. And then
211. Yeah, he's moving it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Riddle ran deep in a tournament earlier this year where he
That's
made the
crazy.
semifinals.
204. Miss it. Wind's turning into us just a little bit. Got to be cautious with that now. That's where I perform well, Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Ball strikers always do. Into the wind, you know.
Usually. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
You know,
We won't have that issue.
knock on wood.
Yeah.
Got to just make sure we cover all our bases.
Yep.
All right, Will, Fumi, see how they do.
Looks like Kyle Gabbard ends up taking the set. Still waiting on Dwight Riddle's last ball, but it seems like the ball's in slot 2
Ooh,
and 3.
Dwight. Oh, my gosh. He just
361.
361. He
That's to
took
be
the set.
expected. I mean, he's
Well,
said he
Kyle
cooled.
has 2 more still. Yeah, zeros. Yep. Wow. He's got the speed.
Yep. I have a feeling that they took off. They have is it the 7-day back on the subscription now? We're not
I don't know.
spamming as much, No. which is still good. It doesn't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the tee now, Scott Odeker, Will Ho,
Yep.
Campbell
Bri,
McMillan,
what's up, big guy? Bri's out in Wales. Out in Wales. What time is it out there, anyways? It's probably
Looking some messages.
9. Is it 9 o'clock out in Wales? 9:30.
They got to be subscribed for 10 minutes? No, we
Okay,
should
yeah.
move it to anyone.
Yeah. Riddle Iswell, Mitchell Dobbin, hello. He's out in Dallas as well. He's in Justin, Texas. Mitchell's out in
I think
Justin.
we got to change that personally. Let me ask.
Who's stronger, Will or Sam? I don't know.
Hey,
Will could bench press 415 pounds or 405 at 205 pounds. I'd say Will. All right, so we got Will Hogan, slot number 2. And Sam Juno, 2 wins. This group's going to wrap up this second set. Yeah, Wendy Gavin, I rumor has it you're going to be out here Wednesday to watch the man who drinks from the fountain of youth, Jeff Gavin, 2-time Masters Division World Champ, which now they're calling it the Senior World Championship. So it'll be nice to see Miss Wendy Gavin. Please bring a Tim Hortons French Vanilla for me. Thank you. I can't believe they don't have those down in South Florida or Texas or wherever. I mean, if they can bring in an Out Burger to Texas, they can bring in Tim Hortons to Texas.
that's right. We got 800 people in here watching.
All right.
I'm going to look at the stream. Let's see.
We got it right here,
What
too.
driver for comp? It's the LTDX. Bri, it's cold over there. Why are you there, man? I know it's family, but it's always cold there. You can get your speed up coming to Mesquite. Or anywhere in Texas, even.
So right now we don't have the actual numbers in slot number 1. They're working on the iPad right now to get it overheated. Will's still working on a
got it.
number. All right,
They
now
got
we're back. We got a new iPad in business now.
Scott,
353.
Yep. Fumi 315.
Will Hogue still working on a number.
Campbell 329. Come on, Will, get one in the grid.
I'm now.
I'm now. This is his last ball. He's got to get in the grid right here. Got to get some points. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Wow, Fumi, letting it out. Letting it out hot.
Hey, best
Gotta
personality out here.
Gotta love him.
The most
Gotta love him.
animated.
He's great. He's awesome. All right, here's Scotty.
Slot 3, Jeff Allen.
Jeff.
Slot 4, Shintaro Yamada.
And Shintaro.
On deck to start set 3, Dong Hyuk Lee, Campbell McMillan,
What
Dwight
is it?
Riddle, and Wes Campo.
Mike Ziegler, yeah. Ziggy, what's up, man? He's out in Florida. Yeah, right now we've had some issues with flights and stuff. People flying out. Weather's been awful. We got a hurricane rolling through here that looks like it's just kind of going to stall out tomorrow and Thursday and west coast of Florida, but all the flights are starting to get delayed and canceled. Once again, we're live in Mesquite, Nevada for the 2022 PLDA World Championships. We got the DeChambino sitting next to me, Bobby Bradley on the microphone. I'm going full throttle, all week. Besides, I can't announce tomorrow when I'm hitting, but like I said, I think I got 30 balls left in me.
And guys, real quickly, if you want to comment on here, just subscribe. It's free. The subscription is free. I mean, you just click subscribe, and then you guys can comment and say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And if it's inappropriate, then
we won't mention it, or
we'll just let it slide.
Yeah.
We'll let it slide. But anyway, yeah, make sure to subscribe, guys. There's 819 of y'all in here. No reason not to subscribe. These guys are athletes. It's pretty amazing what they do for entertainment.
Yeah. And now we got some good questions coming in here. Can I buy a one-linked hat from you or anywhere? Of course you can.
Anywhere and everywhere. No, Cobra, they have them. I think Cobra has them.
The one-linked hats.
I think so, or it may just be for me. I don't know. We'll see.
The 110s. That's what they are. I got the old 110. What are those? The Flex Fits.
And now we got some good questions going on. That's so funny.
Let's go. We're in Vegas, so yeah, red or black. If you have to put money on a color.
Probably black.
Okay, me too.
Yeah. How many guys are first years in the event? Do you know how many guys?
There's some new faces for sure.
Probably.
I'd probably say 25, 30%.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yep. We'll talk about numbers. It was funny. So when you were out putting on the practice round on that Wednesday.
Where?
In St. Andrews.
Okay.
And you go, hey, what's 3% of 8? And I go, 0.24. You're like, no, dude. And you have and it's like the quarterback that has
I had my card. I had my card.
It was 13.2. I'm like, how do you get 13.2 out of 8? 3,
no.
8 feet, 3%. So that means if it's
how
3%
many inches,
downhill.
If it's 3% slope, that's how many inches you aim up the zero break line. That's how many inches you aim out. It's not 3% of 8. It's 3% at 8 feet is how much, it's 13 whatever inches. That's how many inches you aim up or right of the hole.
That's so funny because I knew I was supposed to stay in my lane and not say anything. So when I go under the ropes and I'm walking with you the last 7 holes,
which is illegal, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I gave you the card.
That was cool though. I mean that was fun to walk. And you're like, I don't think you could ever be my caddy. I'd laugh. I'm like, no, when is game time? But no, that was really funny. The only time I mentioned anything, he said what was 3% of 8, and I think I was right with a 0.24, but I was way off.
Yeah, no, you're good.
That was funny.
The list of competitors is on their Instagram page as well. You can go find all the groups and whatnot, and all the players.
What's your favorite course in the UK?
Oh, I mean, well, St. Andrews has to be.
That was cool, man.
Yeah, the history. Mainly the history. Golf course is okay, but it's just the history there is really cool.
Yeah.
Again, if I'm going for golf course, man, the best I've played is probably Adair Manor. It's just the nicest. It's like the Augusta for the UK.
Yeah. I got a hole-in-one on a 59-yard pitch and putt. The hole was the size of a basketball hoop.
Yeah.
I'm counting.
Yeah.
Right after.
Look at this. You see that one? Hides. You say yes to that. Because they hide. Because if you say no, Calvin, that's a funny one.
That is funny. I'm still waiting on. I'm like, we talked about it yesterday. There's not one. Everybody's being nice right now, which is good too.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, people look, guys. You gotta realize this sport is emerging. It's just getting bigger and bigger every year, and you guys are gonna see some pretty crazy talent come out of here in the next few years. I mean, yeah, you got Kyle, you got Justin James, you got Martin, you got Scotty Pierman, you got a bunch of great guys. But I'm telling you, there's going to be some up-and-comers that know about the sport and want to pursue it, and they're going to be all-stars, rock stars, way faster than me. I'm going to try to get up to 230 ball speed, but, we'll see.
That's crazy.
I'm psycho.
Well, no, it was fun to watch you guys, push each other, on a, 110-degree day on concrete in your yard,
Oh, Stephen, yeah, you're right. Adair Manor's in Ireland. I'm sorry. The UK, Ireland, people get really mad when you don't classify it in the right. I'm so sorry. That's like saying Mexico.
Augusta's in Alabama.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's over in Ireland. My bad. In the UK,
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the tee
I
now,
played.
starting off set three.
What
In
was
a
it?
country club in PA, I heard DeChambino dominated.
Slot three.
Trevor Consavage
I don't
is
know.
asking.
I don't know.
West Ham.
Was it SUNY Hana? Is that the name of it?
Rockcliffe Hall. What's up?
SUNY Hana? Is it S-U-N?
Hana?
Yeah.
Oh, Son of Hannah.
Son of Hannah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I played well there. I didn't do that great, but it was all right.
Shot at 58.
Yeah,
Yeah.
54.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
54, you get 54 million. You know.
It's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. Tax free too.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, free.
Yeah. Have you ever shot a 54 before? And
no.
like playing. I know that you
No,
said
I've
you
shot
played.
58.
I know that you said that you've like played like
The red tees.
the right tees and
Yeah.
stuff.
No, I've shot 58 from the Reds a couple times. And I shot 59 at a pro-am for the Shriners.
Mm.
I just shot like 12 under. It was par 71. That was fun, but didn't win that year. But shooting one low score doesn't mean you're going to do it the next few days.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about
Gotta
golf.
string them together. It's something that you're pretty good at. You know.
Yeah, I'm using about a 240 to 237 CPM.
Your setup seemed like I was curious in the swing weight because like yesterday I think a lot of it has to do with the grip, but like man that setup that you have felt really nice. You know, it really
it's
did.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, we're gonna dial it in here today and figure out what's gonna be best for me. So
Scotty Perriman ended up winning that set 369.
Let's go, Scotty. Good stuff.
So, and there's the beauty of this. I know that we're rapping right now. We're talking a lot, and but the good thing is that you're able to see each slot, these hitters, their ball speed numbers, and live scoring, which is phenomenal. This makes it so much easier because this is a marathon. I mean, we're sitting here for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we gotta just talk through it. The questions make it a lot more fun too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and this is a 4-day event, guys. So this is going to take some time. You guys are just seeing the initial part of it, the qualifying aspect of the 64 going to 32 out of the first 64 guys that go today. And the next tomorrow, I don't know, what do they call it? It's the group, well, you have Group A, B, C, D, F, whatever.
Yeah, it's just group. I hit in group 1 with Reeves back, and who else is in my group? I don't know.
Did
I'm
you hit
better than
early?
every one
Did
of
you
them.
hit earlier?
No.
No. When are you hitting?
I'm just kidding. Tomorrow, I'm gonna just be hitting. I'm laying bunts. I'm gonna be laying bunts. They're gonna have to make the bare minimum 270 or something like that. Just kidding.
My favorite course in Texas is Dallas National. Shout out to Dallas National. They're unbelievable.
It is. That's a nice course.
I am competing. I'll be going off 3 p.m. tomorrow, guys. So all 800 of you guys will see me tomorrow at 3 p.m. And you better get hyped because I'm going to be hyped. That's for sure.
Yep. I'll be here calling the action. No, but yeah, it's nice to see the boys out here. Next to us doing all the video camera work.
Pumping it out, guys. We're trying to do the right thing here.
Content. I mean, it looks really professional. And they said these kids are superstars too. You got Chase.
Yeah. You got Adam Hurley.
Oh yeah.
Chase Green, Haas, Hudson.
Huddy.
Superstar. Oh, Adam needs to come in the booth. Why aren't you in the booth? Yeah, you should. Just no profanity, okay? Okay.
Well, we're just missing Hoagie and we're missing Shaler. So give a shout out to the boys out there.
I know.
The 240 group.
I know. They're doing all right though. They're good. They're
That group's funny.
Stuff. We're nuts. I'm so lucky. I tell you this. Shout out to my boys at home and the boys that are here. That I've got one of the best friend groups imaginable, and I wouldn't be here without them. My family's amazing. Obviously, they've helped me get to the point where I'm at today, and the coaches I've had as well, caddies I've had, my agent, everybody. But to be honest with you, these guys that are around me day in and day out mean the world to me, and I'd do anything. I'd do anything for them. I'd run in front of a train for them.
Yeah. No, it is a good group of guys, and that's
Very
a lot
lucky.
of things that we talk about, like the people offline, because they want to ask, like, what's Bryson like? I'm like, you're sitting in, your house or wherever with a bunch of dudes that you just sit there and laugh. They're just talented kids that they eat, they sleep, they work out, they hit balls, they work out, they eat, they.
That's it. We're just, we barely party, we barely do any of that crazy stuff. We have fun, we enjoy life, but we also respect the fact that we want to be successful. We all want to do well in life, and that's what I've surrounded myself with, and very excited with that. So enough about me, though.
No, it's a good team, though. I'll brag about your team. They're awesome.
Well,
so
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Campbell McMillan right now is in the lead at 347 yards. West Campo 334, and trying to get a number from Dwight Riddle here. I can't. I'm struggling with the name Dwight Riddle. I've known Dwight for a long time too. Yeah.
Enunciate better, like Anchorman.
I know.
Brown cow.
I should
I
start screaming.
Oh, 345. And double O's on the end. So it's done. Campbell takes it away. All right. Will needs to step up here and make an effort here. You can't be joking around here. Get a couple in the grid.
The good thing with Will is that he won the first set. So wins are premium.
Yeah.
Premium, 200 points. So Will can take a win in a second place and have 500. The first group, it was 425. Second group, it was 450. Was the bubble number to get in 8th place. We did have a playoff in the first set of hitters. 2 guys at 425. I had a question, what's Bryson like 3 times today? He did. Oh, Mitch has been hangs out in Texas as well. So Deegan Dobbin, his son, who's a stud. He's got another one on the way, him and his beautiful wife, Brittany. They said they just moved to Justin, Texas. It's like, Bryson, how do you find transitioning between a long drive speed swing and a swing in the course?
A lot of practice, guys. Lots of practice. That is definitely one of the most difficult tasks of learning how to control your adrenaline. On the golf course, all the time I'm trying to suppress my adrenaline. Out here, I'm trying to amplify it and excite myself in the most way, the biggest way possible. So a lot of it's just going through it day in and day out and learning how to fine-tune it and go, oh, man, okay, I need to really breathe better, or I need to really relax and go into a different space. Or, man, I need to get pumped. I need music around me. I need people, friends, hyping up, hype session, So it's a lot of mindset, guys. The mind is a very powerful tool, and you can use it any way you want to make yourself healthy, make yourself sick, pump yourself up, or calm yourself down. You can do anything you want.
What I was most impressed with on that Wednesday in the practice round when we were inside the ropes was the road hole. You and Zach Johnson are on the other side of the road.
Yep.
You hit 4 separate flop shots or shots. That was sick.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. Yeah. I'm like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
But it was like nothing. It was like walk in the park.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nope. That's what professionals do, I guess.
I would have sculled every one of them over the green. I would have probably putted it.
Well, the thing is that, we've had a lot of reps. And what's funny is I used to get so nervous before tournaments growing up as a kid. And then as time went on, as I got, just more reps in, you get more comfortable. And that's what I think you guys got to do. If you want to come out and test yourself, you're probably not going to do your best out here the first 3 or 4 times, and even maybe the first year. But, like, over the course of time, you will continually get better. You just got to build each brick the best you possibly can to make a beautiful wall. And that's just a reference that I always give myself, is that every day you just try and make yourself 1% better. You put that brick down perfectly so that at the end of all of it, you make a perfect wall, or as perfect as you can.
Will got his hands to set there. That looked a little bit better. I don't know if that one's going to hang on or not. This one's floating right down the right side.
Doesn't look happy. What's that ball speed? 208?
Yeah.
Those are rookie numbers. You just got to get that up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love him.
I'm not sure what shaft Will's hitting right now, but Will's so strong that, for me, like if he's struggling in the grid, I would really focus more on dispersion, where he might go to like a heavier setup. For sure. That he knows he's going to be able to tighten it up a little bit, because a lot of guys have made that transition since Kyle made the transition in 2019 in Rochester to go to the LD30, where it's more of a 240 CPM that you're hitting. Will's a guy that I feel like would be more comfortable at a 270, 275 CPM, maybe up to a 280, where it's more like a 3X, 4X. Because he's strong enough to, we're only hitting, I say only 30 balls, but this isn't a marathon. This is a marathon tournament, not a sprint. So,
come on, Will. Just not hitting it today. Not hitting it well right now.
He might have possibly got the 5th ball in.
Yeah.
And like I said, he literally had to hit a bunt currently to hit one in play. So that's 322. So we're waiting on Will's second shot. He's looking up at the grid, or looking up at the board. So I'm guessing that his 5th ball's in play.
I think so. I think he must have.
He literally would have to, say he could hit it off the shaft 330 yards.
Yeah.
He get it off the grip 320.
Yeah. He could hit it with the back end of the grip.
330. Yeah. What made you decide to compete in long drive?
Well, Kyle influenced me quite heavily. I saw how fast he was going, 220 ball speed. And I was like, shoot, I'm at 175. I get to like 190, like 10%, 12, 15% of what he has. What would I do for my game? And I also heard from Mark Brody that if you hit it 3 yards farther, you can be 6 more yards offline to have the same strokes gain potential on the golf course. I was like, sign me up. I'm down. Let me see how far I can hit it. Because I knew how to hit it pretty straight. I was like, I've never seen a professional golfer, go to long drive. Funny enough, that's actually the way to do it.
Yeah.
You become a good golfer, and then you learn how to hit it hard.
We talked about that today.
Yeah, compared to being a long driver trying to play professional.
Yeah.
You've never seen no offense, but you've never seen a professional golf or a pro long driver go into the game of golf and have continued success. You see a lot of good golfers that hit far, though,
Yeah.
and they could come over here easily,
Mhm.
right? So if you want to be good at both, you got to be able to be a good golfer first, no doubt about it. But if you want to just have fun and lash at it and hit it far, come out here, baby. This is this is the most fun thing in the world.
As I always say to you, DeChampino, you go out there and you get that golf ball in the hole faster than everybody else, big guy. You go win $4 million in the team event.
That's right.
But, all right, Mike Gorton, Hall of Famer. We'll update you right now. Sam Judah, Scotty Pearman, Campbell McMillan, Jared Forder, Dwight Riddle, Scott Oderkirk, Jeff Allen, and Will Hogue right now are in the top 8. So 16 guys hit, and the top 8 advance. And right now the bubble number is always around like the 450 mark. It could be 50 points less, maybe 50 points more, but 450 seems to be the number.
Yep.
So you got Scotty Pearman in slot number 3, featured hitter. I said Scotty just looks nice and control, just like completely. Yeah, he's locked in. Purple for preemies. The purple arrow, his son Xander, premature baby, and now is an absolute stud.
He's a tank, man.
He is, man.
He's awesome.
Yep. So, said Scotty Pearman, one of the best competitors and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
I mean, he just flips a switch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like a Drake song, you know.
Yeah.
So
we got the 2021 amateur PLDA world champion in slot number 4, Kyle Gabbard.
yeah, is Sam in first right now?
Yeah, he's got 2 wins.
So funny enough, we have a content creation group called Regicy, and it's with Hogan, Martin, myself, and we all have just trying to do different videos and whatnot. Reached out and said, "Who wants to be a long driver?" And funny enough, Sam Judah hit us up and said, "Hey, I'm think I'm pretty fast." We're like, "Okay, sure," and we just picked a random guy. And Sam Judah, and he came out there and had close to 220 ball speed, and Martin Borgmeyer was losing his mind.
Yep.
He's like, "You've never done long drive before?" He's like, "Nope, first time." We're like, "Okay, you need to do this." So
And
that's how he
Sam's
got in the
hilarious.
sport. He's amazing. He's a good dude too.
Yeah,
And
he's a great dude. He's funny and he's
passionate.
he's a ball player.
He's-
Ball player.
Oh yeah, he's passionate. He wants to win.
Yep.
Competitor.
Yeah.
All right. What's Scotty 371? Yeah, that's going to be a tough one to beat again. He knows how to flight his ball. And he's pumping it right now. Absolutely pumping it.
Do you think Rory could make a top 8? No. Rory's not fast enough. I mean, just not to say there'd be.
McElroy?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I think someone like a Tony Finau, like
Yes.
the Wilco guy.
Wilco Nienenbar.
The dude from South Africa.
Oh yes.
The tall guy.
Why am I blanking on his name? Give me a
That
second.
guy. But yeah. And then you got I've seen Brandon Matthews swing before too. Like he's a Palm Beach County guy, or he's down in Palm Beach.
James.
James, yeah.
Hart, yeah. James Hart. Yep.
Yep.
That guy
Those
is
guys.
fast.
Yep.
He's like 6'9" or something like that.
It's smooth swing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got up to 215 pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah. So a guy like that can do it pretty. Yeah. We could compete. And like not only that, when you start to get into guys like Bryson that know how to hit the center of the club face and at those speeds, like it really comes down to landing angles and being able to, shot shape. That gives them the advantage. And Bryson, like I said, if he's going to be around 220, he's going to be tough. He's going to be really tough. And so we'll see him in the final 8. Not putting any pressure on you, and then like I said, it's a single elimination format from the final 8 down to 1, and anything's possible. But I'm really impressed today with Kyle Berkshire coming out and just, pretty much fighting through the 30 balls. He said that he hit a grand total of 48 balls today. So he hit 10 to warm. Yeah. He hit like 10 to warm up.
God.
Or no, yeah. He didn't hit one ball in between sets.
That's
Maybe-
insane.
So 8
Psycho.
warm-ups, and then he kind of went after it. But yeah.
That just shows the speed reserve he has.
Yeah.
I mean, he's trained this for years now, and
Yeah.
like he has some unfathomable body speed,
Yep.
rotational speed.
Yeah. And he's bigger too. I mean, I remember the day I watched him get on your scale at your house with everything on. He was 228, and then after he broke the record, it was like 216.
Yeah.
He lost like 9 pounds of water weight.
Unbelievable.
But he's bigger now because he's always, the 2 times he won the world championships, he was below 200 pounds. So Scotty Pearman won that set. He 371. and Kyle Gabbard took second place. Sam Judah is going to finish up here in the third group here. Looking comfortable for Sam right now. It's just focus on hitting good balls and play. He's at 400 points.
Just needs a couple balls in the grid, and he's fine.
Yep. Plenty fast enough here. Wearing the Alabama hat. He's a
he is.
he's a Roll Tide guy.
He's also in that last set. Scotty Perriman coming in 371 yards, followed by Kyle Gabbard.
Aaron Hoffman is a beast. Aaron's hilarious.
335 and Fumi Kobayashi 309.
Have you tried driving it over Niagara Falls yet?
On the tee now,
No.
finishing off set 3.
One day I will.
Yeah, that's actually
One day.
pretty.
John Daly tried, I think.
Yeah, Maurice
did.
got it.
Fire
Yep.
away.
But yeah, Jim Smith, Finau can move it. So Scotty Perriman with 3 wins. He's at 600 points. We still have Sam Judah to hit his third sets at 400. Kyle McMillan is at 400 points as well. Jared Forder, 325. Dwight Riddle at 300. Will Hoag's at 200 after 2 OB sets. But
He's
Will,
got to step it up.
yep, Will can take a win and maybe even a third or second place to get in. And that's the beauty of the round robin, is that if you have the speed, you can have a couple bad sets and you hit a couple good balls to win sets.
Ooh, that was fast.
So
What was that?
Let's take a peek at Sam Judah's numbers here when he does pop up. So right now,
I must have mishit that one a bit. No, that's not him. That's 209. Sam Judah. Yep. 215. He's cruising at 215 right now, and this is the first day. So
he's at 78.
He's looking to he's looking to be over 220 come next few days.
And
Gets a good day off, a rest. He's going to be fast.
he's a professional ball player too. So like this moment, granted it is the World Championships, he's been in these types of situations before.
217 on that one.
And those are
That's hot.
yeah, that's probably the third or fourth fastest ball we've seen
No,
today.
it's fast. It's hot.
Yeah.
Not like that. Okay. Let's be. Well, you were laughing. I was like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. That's moving it. All right.
Yeah, I'm starting to see Sam's numbers here, and mine's a little delayed. My camera.
It's only 200. That guy's he's only hit 200 mile an hour.
Well, you're gonna say that to me tomorrow when I bust out a 192 ball, 193, going full throttle too. I can see. Yeah, it's the glasses.
Glasses
Staying
throw
up-
you off.
Yeah.
97 by Kyoto.
But right now, Sam Judah is in the lead. Scott Oderkirk is in second at 364 yards. Jeff Allen and
Scott's
Kyoto.
got some speed, man. It looks like he's got some speed.
yeah. There's Mike Dobbin. He's entered the room.
Uh-oh. There he
Mike.
is.
Big Mike,
Big old Mike.
2007 world champ.
It's crazy that many years ago. Still out here competing.
That was my first year.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. It was a good final too. Brooks Baldwin and him and Jamie Sadlowski, and then we had the original 220 slinger, Jesse Pedersen.
Who was the first at 220?
I think it was Jesse Pedersen.
And then what's Sadlowski
Ryan
get
Lau.
to? What's Sadlowski get to?
Jamie was probably like a 215, 216 guy.
Okay.
I mean,
I got him. I
Yeah.
got him.
he might have been maybe a little bit quicker in practice sessions, but Jamie was always just a really good ball striker, and that was one of the things that we mentioned earlier in the broadcast was that Jamie had 9 Open Division finals, and he made the final 8 in every one of them with 128 players.
Yep. Nice stuff, Sam.
So
Suck. I love giving him crap.
he's a good dude. Like I said,
He is.
he's a prototypical ball player. Scott Oderkirk ended up improving his set at 372 yards, but Sam Judah ended up taking the set at 378, one and done there. He hit his first ball, and that didn't need to improve. Big set for Will Hoag here. I mean, 2018. I mean, he definitely was the long drive player of the year. I mean, he literally won everything besides the World Championships. Maurice ended up winning it that year, but we'll figure it out here.
There we go. Almost 1,000 people. Again, guys, subscribing is for free too. By the way, there's no cost to it at all, and then you guys can comment and ask questions if you want to.
I'm gonna try to get Tebow out here next year.
Yeah, TJ, for sure. Club head speed, we're working on that. We don't have everything yet, but it's going to get there. The technology with this type of competition, this entertainment product, is slowly developing. We're not at full capacity, full force yet, but we're doing the best we can as of right now, and we can't wait to see what it's going to be here in the future. We're moving and grooving. And then Tebow, yeah, Tebow would be fun to be out here. Tim, he's got some speed too, so he's a competitor as well. How's the radar technology improved from when it was first introduced? They don't miss it as much. Shoot, I mean, it's like a 99% capture rate right now. I haven't seen one miss. It's been unbelievable. So very pleased with the product, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it on the stream. I mean, this is what it's about. We want to show you guys what speed these guys have. So hopefully it inspires some people to come out here and compete as well, as this is so much fun. This is the best, one of the best sports in the world.
Yeah, they're saying adaptive division. That'd be great. I mean, really,
that
truly.
would be amazing, actually.
Yeah, military. I mean, that's what Art did really well. Back in the day when he was rolling with Remax. I mean, they had multiple divisions, and it was fun to watch. Like, the military division and even like the super seniors and the masters and what have you. There's a lot of different divisions, and you'd see Bobby Wilson win a world championship in the senior division, then he'd go into the super senior division and try to win that as well. So, it looks like they're getting more divisions, and like I said, we were on a chicken farm, a good one, a good chicken farm too, 160-acre chicken farm. Bobby and Ryan started it out there 3 years ago in 2020 during the pandemic, and to be out here at the home of Lawn Drive a couple years later with all this technology on the tee box, it's been a lot of fun. It really has. It's been fun to watch them grow, and like I said, you moved the needle last year. Bryson coming out off a Ryder Cup win and being one of the most popular golfers on the planet to come out, and what the people don't see is behind the scenes. You taking pictures with everybody, signing autographs, and introducing yourself.
That's what it's about, guys. I mean, people could say whatever they want, and I'm okay with that. I have no problem. If they're saying bad stuff or whatever, they're just helping my, I guess, total amount of viewed image look, I guess, if you want to say that. So I'm okay with it. I understand. I respect the space, but I really care about the growth of the game of golf as much as people don't see that or don't agree with the way I do things or whatnot. I'm okay with it, because hopefully in the end of the day, when they look back and they go, "Whoa, look how much effort he gave into helping juniors out, giving back to communities and whatnot." So, there's a lot to be said for being quick to judge. I always say this is a good one. Tim Tebow told me this the other day. That people today now are quick to criticize. They're not quick to care. Yeah. And if people were quick to care a lot more initially, I think that the world would be a better place.
Well, I could say, I'll brag for you. Like, I remember when, you were going to go over to live and you said, this is going to help out Long Drive and Regency so much, and it was like a selfless approach where you were thinking about others with the opportunity that you had.
Yes, it obviously helps me and my family. That's a given. That shouldn't even be a conversation point. Yeah. But the resources, I'm going to be paying taxes here in the States. There's so much that is going to come from it that's actually positive. Yeah. That from my perspective and the people around in my camp, people just don't see it yet. They don't see the impact it's going to have, and I can't wait for that day to come when my multi-sport complex center's built, a foundation's being grown, a whole new level, Long Drive's getting grown, content's getting produced out, foundation work with junior golf. That's all huge for me and what I want to do. The Natural Kidney Foundation, my dad, diabetes. There's just so much stuff that I can now do with it. Yeah. That I'm excited about.
Well, that's one of the things we were able to watch, our boys Country Club adjacent, them interviewing you, and it's just just raw. It's just they're asking questions that they're not scared to ask you. Yeah. Well, by the way, back to the action. Will Hogue ended up going 351 and winning the set. He needed to win that set.
That's
so
huge.
He's got 400.
That's big. Good stuff, Will.
Yep.
As of right now, there's still a couple balls not measured, but Kyle could take it too. 341 by Kyle Gabbard.
So Will ends up taking the set.
That's huge.
Yep.
Needed that. Absolutely needed that.
Yep.
And that's cool, the stories that come about from this. You don't do really well, and then you come back. There's so many success stories and failures as well that come out of it. Whether it's good or bad, it's content, and allows people to see that there's a lot of great stories coming around this sport.
Yeah. Well, we talk about the structure, the round-robin structure. So let's use this for example. Will's the type of guy that gets stronger as an event goes on. If this was the older format, he would have already been out of the World Championships. He would have hit 3 sets and he's out. He went, win and then 2 obese. Yep. So this structure definitely benefits guys that are faster. And like say for me, competitor, I hate it because I'm slow. But as sitting in the booth, I want to see the fastest guys on the planet there late in the tournament. You know, it's nice to see ball strikers slip through the cracks from time to time, and if the grid permits it to where you can use the ground, which I think will be a huge advantage for you later on in the week if the ground gets baked out or if they allow it to bake out and mow it, you know, to see these balls roll, and, you know, not to like
That'd be
your
awesome, 'cause I could-
600-yard or your 305-yard 6-iron, not last week, but the one out in St. Andrews.
Oh, yeah.
You
that's
carried
so
it 240 and hit a 6-iron 305.
Miles.
The ground's so hard there.
And that's the thing. Like, I can do some damage if it gets firm out there because I can control that ball flight and let it go, let it roll.
And that's, like I said, I think it really truly comes down to conditions, because if this is a carry grid, you're going to see, you know, guys that hit it really high like Ryan Gragnall, well, Kyle, obviously, but Colton Casto, Reed Russell, Scotty Perriman, it really benefits those guys. Brandon Flynn. But I sat here and I watched Dave Mobley, you know, just hit a slider, 459 yards, and right when he hit it, he knew it right away and got every bit of that golf ball, probably 205 ball speed. You know.
Yeah, that's moving it there.
Yeah.
208, not bad.
Dwight Riddle at 354. Yeah, Dwight looks good. He had a rough one of the sets, but he made a semifinal this year.
And Scott here, he got one in yet? Nope. He's got some speed too.
All right.
So crazy to see how people produce force. To me, it blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind.
They all come in different shapes and sizes in long drive too, and that's one of the things if you're tuning in for the first time. You know, I've seen, and I always forget his name, and I'm going to remember it. He was 5'7", 150 pounds, kept doing backflips on the tee box, and he came in third in the world the year that Jamie won it. And Jamie being 5'11", you know, 165 pounds.
I mean, Rory, he's one of the fastest on the PGA Tour,
Yeah.
right? And it's crazy what he can produce out of his body.
Yep.
There's going to be a guy that comes out here and has the ability to play golf and has got 220-mile-an-hour ball speed. It's just going to happen at some point. 370 on that one. Nice. Dwight, yep.
Dwight getting loose, rocking the Jays.
I just got shown a picture of you from a few years ago.
Yeah, was it that?
When you didn't ride the Peloton.
Oh, someone blew that up, but yeah. Yeah, that's
Bry.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't that. He ended up making me like about 5 times wider. Like I wouldn't even fit in 2 doors if that was the case. Thanks, Bry. But I came in 5th. That was when Wes won. That was in China.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Oh man, that's.
What other questions we got? What other questions we got?
How many fingers do you have on your left hand?
3.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like the name here. Now I like that. That's a good name, Mr. Express. Good stuff there.
That's good. Yeah. Sorry about the.
Come on.
Yeah, that one.
Well, it have a range long enough for us to use for practice's indoor facility.
Take that out. Put user in timeout. Put user in timeout. Hey guys, please be respectful on the feed. No need to have some weird stuff coming in here. We're trying to produce a nice PG, classy environment.
Keep
here.
it classy, San Diego.
Still having fun. Still having fun. You can throw some jokes around, but no crazy profanity, guys.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
It is
Imagine
for
if
the
you're talking to your kids. How about that?
America.
All right,
No,
well,
man.
I think I'm going to go start hitting some golf balls and warming my body up to get going.
You gonna get some ball?
Yeah, I think I'm
You gonna leave me hanging?
I'm not going to leave it high and dry.
Okay.
I think
We only have a couple more sets left. We'll
How
be
many
done
do we
in
have?
20 minutes. Landon Calling, that's right. Aaron Robbins, thank you. So Landon Calling was like 5'7", 150 pounds, if that. You know, doing backflips. Aaron Robbins, another, we got to hang out in Dallas a lot. He was at Salingers.
nice.
So Sam Judah, will have him featured here in slot number 4. Looking good. Looking good.
Jason Cook, 337, and Shintaro Yamada, 336.
How many people we got in here right now?
On the tee now,
Yeah.
Fumi Kobayashi, West Campo,
Just about 1,000.
Landon calling, Trevor coming in. Thank you,
Nice.
Trevor.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm going to be going 3 p.m. tomorrow. And then we're being idiots over here. You got Sam Jude up right now. He's a bomber. What was that one? What did Sam?
Well, I have the screen that's not
No,
popping, but Sam's at 600
slot,
points.
4 slot. 215 right there. Sam's cruising around 215, guys. I mean, that's pretty solid, pretty fast. He's moving and grooving.
Are those pants pink or magenta?
There's something. There's some kind of color I've never seen before.
They're phenomenal.
217 right there. He struck that a little bit better. That's out there. Hopefully he gets in the grid. I don't know exactly where that went. It's right down the middle. So he's gonna have a number up, a hot number. It's a little into the wind, so it may hurt his distance out a bit, but should be fine. He's got to work on hitting a little bit with a little bit less spin. Yeah, 371. I mean, that's just disgusting.
I said his ball flight's going to be a little left to right. I mean, he swings left,
Oh, yeah, he's a baseball player for sure. But,
Yep.
I mean, that looks like it's going to the grid, too. I mean, he's striping. He's found his form, his rhythm.
Yep. He looks nice and relaxed, too.
219 there, almost a 220 ball. Hey, come on, Sam, get to 220. 219. A little bit harder.
Bryson's not picking favorites, I promise.
No, I just want to see what he
I'm
has.
just kidding.
That was 213. Maybe next time.
So Sam Jude is in the lead at 371 yards. West Campo still working on a number. The ghost player all day has not hit one ball in play.
Nope, he's struggling today. The ghost player's struggling.
Fumi's going, getting after it, 328.
219, you almost had it. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it. This is the fun part, being in the booth. You just get to give people some crap, too. It's a lot of fun.
I like this. Bryson, $1,000 a hole. Me and you at Pinehurst number 2. Bryson doesn't have that money, so he can't play for that amount of money.
Nope.
He could play for $1 a hole.
It's about all I'm legally enforced to play for.
Gambling's an addiction. I don't like it, especially being
I don't
here.
like it. I love it.
Gambling's bad.
Oh, that moved. 219. You didn't hit it good, did you? You got the speed. That was good stuff, guys. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
So, yeah, Sam's looking good. And like I said, he's a rookie, but we've been able to, you've watched him hit a ton of golf balls, and I have as well, so he's fast.
Yeah. Pretty good, dude. Good stuff.
Trying to do it for you.
That's all right. Good stuff. One more set. Take it easy, though. You got a lot of days. He didn't hear me. Most of these long drivers can't hear me anyway. They blow out their eardrums, play music.
No, yeah. Look at Scott. He's just.
Oh, here we go. We
he's
got
chilling.
Bobby Ray coming in.
There he is.
Unbelievable. Yeah. You want to come in here for a little bit?
They don't want to listen to you. Not yet. They want to be able to see your face. You got to see Bobby Ray's outfit right now.
Yeah,
Looking
it's
good.
pretty classic. What is that, Chucky?
It's just, some of the
What is Nickelodeon? What is it?
matches my age. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
it's age
Yeah.
appropriate.
I like it.
He looks unbelievable.
That's insane.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, he will be. He cuts it though. So
Well,
I'm
Bobby
hoping
Ray,
for
you
a
wanna
little
get-
win.
You want to get in here later? Let's do it. All right. The winner of Fantasy Island. What was it? Fantasy Island?
Still fine.
Okay. All right.
I wish.
Was it Fantasy Island? You won some reality show. Paradise Hotel? Okay. He won Paradise Hotel and $3.7 million. He's got a mullet.
And he's ready to go
Yep.
at all times, ready to party.
Yep. All
That's
right.
the thing with the mullet, it's party in the back, business in the front, right? No, it's party all the way around for him.
Oh, yeah. So Scotty Perriman is going to be hitting here in slot number 4. He's already got 600 points, so he's in safe. So Sam Judah is going to be at the top of the leaderboard at 800.
Finishing off set 4. Campbell McMillan, Kyoto Koido, Jared Porter, Scotty Pearman. Gentlemen, the British
So Jared Forder is currently on the bubble at 325 points. He gets a win. He's going to be in. He'll have 525, and he still has one more set after this. So Scotty Perriman safely in. A guy that I really like on this grid, a guy that can hit it high, really, really high. And right now this isn't so much a roll grid. So Perriman will be someone that you'll see there in the final 16. And anything's possible.
Oh yeah, anything.
Final 16.
What's Pierman's numbers at?
I'd say he's probably going to be about 212, 214.
Yeah, it's usually around there. It's crazy. He doesn't look that strong or nothing. He just got a lot of whip
Boom.
right through it. Man, he
Yeah.
moves through it. 208. Miss hit that. Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, just make sure to subscribe. It's free. Nothing to it. Just so you guys can comment and say things that you want to. Ask questions. Do whatever you want. But it really helps us out. Makes us continue to keep producing product for y'all. 208. Come on, Scotty. Let's see a good one here. A little thin. He thinned that one. That's not good.
I want a thin one tomorrow at 208.
210. That was 210 on a thin shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I just seen so many golf balls hit that I can kind of tell.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild. It's like baseball. You can see if they hit it good or not or whatnot.
You can hear it.
You hear it. Yep.
So this is the last group in the fourth set. Once again, Scotty Perriman, he's in. This is a big set for Jared Forder right now at 325 points.
He needs some balls in the grid here. Absolute must.
Yep. Right now we don't have any numbers on the board besides Scotty Perriman at 365.
Kyoto's got one. 333. Yeah. There we go.
Because right now a second place for Jared Forder would get him at 425. So
that would be really close.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Scotty Perriman with one right down the middle.
Yep.
Right down the strike zone.
That was a good one. Good one in the grid. Yeah. All right. 93, not bad.
And Scotty Perriman really just taking his time here. 5 seconds left in the clock. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to hit 6 balls. That's the first time I saw a recoil from Scotty, so he definitely went after one. Yeah.
214 there. That was better.
So that's where he has it in the tank if he needs it, and he didn't. That was the first time I actually see him go after the golf ball with that recoil.
365 though. Looks like it's going to do it. All right, I'm going to go start some golf balls.
All right, DeChambino.
Guys, thank you. Again, make sure to subscribe on this channel. It's only going to help us and continue to promote this product. Thank you, Bobby.
All right, buddy.
As always, my man.
All right. It's an honor.
And I'll be back in the booth here soon, some point.
All righty.
Keep listening to your favorite announcer.
Let's try to get Martin Borgmeyer.
Oh, yeah. I'll ask
Marty Borgie 240.
I'll walk over and get him.
Okay.
Thanks, dude. See you in a bit.
Want to get Marty Borgie 240? Adam, get in here. Come on. Adam, brag about yourself. Talk about your paintings. I think your paintings are amazing.
Thank you very much.
Adam.john.hurley on Instagram. If you're following, watch this guy. Extremely talented. He can play the guitar. He can shoot, the camera work. He can sing. He can do it all. But yeah, it was nice to have Bryson in there. Once again, one of the favorites to win it. He is chipped away as far as speed goes. He's getting faster and faster. But the one that's been extremely impressive the last couple weeks as far as climbing and speed is Ryan Gregnall. Gregnall hit 232 on TrackMan, and a lot of the times Gregnall doesn't. He just pulls it or misses it. It's kind of straight, like he hit it straight, but just face might be shut at impact just a little bit. So if Gregnall can stay obviously healthy last year, pulled a groin, but if he can stay healthy this year, he's going to be there at the end. So this is kind of fun. It's a marathon, not a sprint. When we say sprint, to win a tour event, you got to hit 13, 14 sets depending in one day, and we're hitting 5 sets. And the final day on Saturday, you're going to have to hit 8 sets in order to win. Now we got Martin Borgmeyer entering the building. Marty Borgie 240.
The whole system right here. Sorry,
How about Sam Judah?
Hey, Bobby, I'll tell you one thing. I was practicing for 3 weeks with Sam, same driving range, Brotherwood.
Yep.
And when we started off 3 weeks ago, his launch angle was about 4 to 6 degrees. And what we saw today is everything around like 10 to 13, I guess.
Yep.
Maybe the low ones being 8. So he's launching it a lot higher, and he's figured it out. Also, he's hitting it very straight.
There you go. I was going to ask that. How is his dispersion left or right? Because I know that he swings hard left.
Exactly. So it got a lot better. Obviously, he's still cutting the golf ball, right?
Yeah.
So the draw is not his play, but it got a lot better, and he can somewhat control the ball flight. And he made some equipment changes too. So when you guys look at his shaft, you might see something new compared to his tournaments last couple times, and I think that helps him as well with a bit like stiffer tip section. His mishits are not that severe because he's mishitting golf balls, just like I am mishitting golf balls, right? In long drive, only a few people are really good ball strikers and hit the middle of the face all the time, so torque doesn't affect them that much. But Sam is looking really good.
Yeah, and like I said, Sebastian, his last name,
Twaddle.
Twiddell.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sebastian, man. We won't forget the name on Thursday, but I feel like Sam and him are very similar as far as like really, really fast. And, they just got to work on their right or their left to right, and try to tighten it up a little bit because they're plenty fast enough. It's just a matter of them, centering it.
I mean, right now, if I was Sam, I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
He's leading. He's cutting the golf ball, but every now and then he hits that pull.
Yeah.
Right? And that is fast, and it can run a lot out here when he's hitting the side of the grid.
Mm-hmm.
So he's looking the best I've seen him in weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, this competition might just be his competition.
Yeah, and like you said, when he's hitting a pull, that means he's pulling left, and his face is square at impact, and if you might make an adjustment to like I'm just going to aim 20 yards OBE right and just hit a pull, and that might be the game plan.
Also, I've checked the weather forecast, especially the wind, and the wind we see the most, especially in the afternoon, is going to be a downwind left to right. So that's going to help him too. So it's going to be very interesting, but I didn't expect Sam to be, I mean, don't get me wrong, but that fast and that high launching today. It was really good. And he made some adjustments in his swing as well. Beforehand, it's always only been brute force, right? Forcing, like, no moment arm at all, but just brute force in the golf swing. And now it looks a lot more mechanical than before. That's really good. I mean, kudos to Sam Judah at 800 points.
Yeah. Campbell McMillan takes down the set, 354 yards. Jason Cook, 343, filled it up, 4 out of 6 in play. Jeff Allen, 325, and Ghost Player, once again, OB. So, Sam Judah, you're at 800. Let's take a peek at the leaderboard here. Who's on the bubble? Kyle Gabbard is in ninth as of right now. Jason Cook is mathematically eliminated. And let's see what the bubble number is. I mean, it's 375. So Will Hogue, even though he has 2 OB sets, if he goes, I mean, he can take a third place. He's going to be at 450. So he would be in, which would put Jeff Allen potentially on the bubble. So the guys that can still get in, Kyoto could get in at 275. Wes Campbell can get it to 250. A win right now would put guys in a spot right now. So whoever wins this set.
So let's just wait 2 more sets and then see again.
Yeah, I know. It's
what the numbers say, right?
Yeah.
Because some of these guys are getting 200. So one of these guys is getting 200 points, and then the whole thing could look completely different. So let's see. But what happened to Will Hogue? I was up in the grandstand, and that was really bad luck. Did you see his ball fall off the tee and all that stuff?
Oh, it happened.
Yeah, his ball fell off the tee on his last shot once, and he slipped in the first set. Then I think he changed shoes, and then he looked a lot better. So also his ball flights were pretty good, kind of low, and his bad balls weren't like super severe. They were just at the line and all that stuff. So he looked good, even though he hit 2 OB sets. I mean, it might sound weird, but it was okay. So I hope he does well in this last set.
So we talk about Will Hogue. I would say like Sam Judah is someone very similar to like a Will Hogue, where I think that Will could go with like a heavier setup, whereas the dispersion's going to be a lot tighter.
Yeah.
And because right now it's like you can't really tell what shaft he's using. He's using the D30, which he probably is, but he's got a nice swing there.
Pretty interesting you say that, though, because I know Sam switched to a fairly heavy setup.
Yeah.
Fairly stiff. I mean, kind of flexible still, but fairly stiff compared to an LD30 Plus and a lot heavier.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, you should be a club fitter, a remote club fitter.
Yeah, I did have a custom club fitting facility, and I never put on one grip, and I never fit one person. But, when the guys are that strong, like the baseball players, that even yourself, like if you had to go hit a 3X or 4X, especially in this type of structured tournament, you're going to be just fine. You're going to hit a lot more balls and play. Your ball speed might be a couple miles per hour slower, but you might be a little bit more efficient and get more out of the golf ball.
You might see me do that tomorrow.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Let's see.
All right. All right.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel. And every day is a little different. And I know that Sam had figured it out. And today he looks really good, as well as Will Hogan. I hope he's going to put one in play in the last set. But what's the current standings right here? So we have.
I think
we have Fumi at 350. He's putting on a show like all day. That's what I'm talking about. He's having the time of his life at the grid right here in Mesquite, Nevada, and he's at 350 leading this group. Not anymore.
Come on,
now we have Kyoto at 351.
Yep. I say I can't help but root for Lee here in slot 4, and Max, as he goes here in the United States, but Lee's the man. Awesome dude, huge fan of Lawn Drive, very, very supportive, and
he's actually a professional golfer.
Yeah, great player.
So I mean, you can tell by his golf swing, right, and by the way he's launching golf balls, fairly low but very controlled. So he's definitely, I would think he's one of the longer players out on tour in Korea. I don't know exactly what tour he's playing, but he's definitely playing some professional golf.
Yeah. What's crazy I'm looking at right now is just like the ball speeds. But they're getting a lot out of the golf ball at 100, like the mid 180s, and they really are. Like, and we're seeing some pretty good numbers. So, like, tomorrow, that makes me feel good.
That's interesting, Bobby. It's a good point because these balls at around 80, 180s, 190s, right? They don't really, or let's say the 220s or 215s we've seen, they don't really scale.
Yeah.
Right? That's very interesting. So you rolling around the
193, 194, 195.
Exactly, but always perfect launch, perfect spin could be a very dangerous ball.
We'll see. I mean, tomorrow, for me, it's kind of do I go with do I go with a D10, and not care about accuracy? Because the D10, I really like that setup. It's fun, but is it fun in a world championship? That's
Bobby,
the question.
You never have to care about accuracy.
Yeah.
You never ever went OB in your life, did you?
It took 12 years to finally go OB. 12. Because I remember, I'm still looking at Lance Reeder here in the stands. He said something to me in baseball terms that I related when we were out here in Mesquite for the Diamond in the Desert, or one of the things. I was 0 for 21, and he related to, think fastball, hit fastball, so that's a baseball term. Never went OB. And the day I went OB was 2019, where I was in the far left slot trying to hit a shot. I hit 4 balls perfect, but I was just a little left to center, and I was okay. I was okay. They're like, you're not upset about OB? I'm like, no, because I literally hit the ball that I wanted to. I just was off. I just a smidgen, Okay,
so let me put it this way then. Did you ever go OB in a world championship?
No, the last time I went OB in a world championship was the 2000. I've only done one set where I went OB, and that was the slot 1 in 2019 in Oklahoma. And like I said, I was aiming down the left side to try to hit a block. Okay. So yeah, that was it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I hit the ball great. And I mean, it's not like I hit an errant shot. It was just a little pull and stayed there and whatever.
So very simple then. Go with a soft shaft.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion of this whole thing. Go and have some fun.
All right, so it looks like Kyoto's going to take the set at 351. Oh, nope. Shintaro ends up going 365 there.
Wow.
Let's see how many points he has.
They found a ball last minute.
Followed by Kyoto Koido at 351. Fumi Kobayashi 350.
So Shintaro's going to be
331.
So let's see, it's just switching.
They're just updating it right now because that's
top
obviously, 200 points is a big win.
So Kyoto is taking 100 points, puts him to 375.
So he's out.
He's mathematically
Jared Forder has a chance. Kyle Gabbard has a chance.
Scott Odekirk, Wes Campo, Jared Forder, Kyle Gabbard. Gentlemen, that
so Shintaro's at 375. So he's in at 375.
So they're tied, actually. They're tied, actually.
All right. So this is a big set for Kyle Gabbard right now. So if Kyle Gabbard wins or Jared Forder wins, they're in. They're in.
Exactly.
Even a second place by Kyle Gabbard and Jared Forder, it gives them, they're going to be in.
Yep.
Mathematically, they're in. So that would leave Will Hogue on the proverbial bubble. So
Yep.
depending.
Anything but third or fourth. So let's do it, boys.
Yeah.
And Jared got a ball in play, 331. That's already a pretty good number.
So we're looking at Jared Forder and Kyle Gabbard right now that are sitting at 375 and 350 points. 425 was the bubble in Group 1, and then 450 in Group 2.
What's interesting about Kyle here is his stance is fairly narrow for a long driver.
Yeah.
Right. So what you would see typically when you stand a little wider is you would have a bit more stability. But when you get more narrow, you usually have a bit more vertical force into the ground, right? Because it's easier to push off the ground when you're a little more narrow. But he's definitely on the very narrow side of things. So that's very unique. But if it works for him, that's okay. And his footwork looks great through the impact zone.
Yep.
He's just struggling with the left side a little bit. So the last two balls were duck hooks, and he doesn't have a ball in play yet. So Jarrett right now at 364. He's looking good. Wes Campo at 346. And Scott Odekirk, no balls in play yet.
And an OB set from Gabbard would actually highly benefit Will Hogue.
That's true. That is floating with the left side again. So he's got to fix his little hook there a little bit. I would think his face is a little shut at impact. So he's down to his last two balls, if I see that correctly.
Based off of the body language from
No, he's down on his last
Odekirk.
ball, actually. He's down on his last ball, so this is big for Kyle. This is his most important swing, and that's a one-hand finish. He didn't like that one.
ouch. Ouch.
Wow. Yeah, he tried to fix it. This one went right, but it went OB right.
That benefits Will Hogue.
That's true, because Will Hogue is ranked very high in the PLDA standings, right? That's why he's hitting in the very last group, and typically what you're doing, what you're facing there is the strongest competitors, right?
Yep.
So, well, you really want to do well early when you're ranked high, so you're not facing this situation. You actually got to do well or win in the last, very, very last set to make it through. So that was good for Will Hogue there. And Scotty looked good too, by the way. Did you see Scotty's ball flights?
Perriman's
They
locked in.
were a lot. I mean, he's always hitting it high, but they were a lot straighter than I used to see his ball flights. Like they usually have somewhat of curvature to the left to it.
Yep.
Today they were super straight.
All right, Sam Jude is in lead right now. Scotty Perriman, they both have wins. Will Hogue is at 400. You know, Jared Forder's going to take him there. Kyle Gabbard, Wes Campo. No, so actually, Will Hogue's in. I think he's in at 400. No, Will can't be beat. So, no one can pass Will at 400. So he is in. So, 2 OB sets, 2 wins. 400 is going to be the bubble here. So I don't think anybody can get past him right now.
Let's check that real quick. So Jared is still getting points, right?
Yeah, so he's gonna knock
push
out
him down to 8.
Yep.
Right. Kyle did not score. You're right.
Yep.
And
Wes Campo came in second, so he ended
came
up
in second.
taking
He's getting
350.
100. So you're right.
Will Hogue's gonna get in.
You're right.
And this is where I would make an adjustment. Yeah, Will's got a smile on his face. So I honestly, I'd like to see Will have a heavier setup. So he just realized that he's in at 400 points. He said that's what he needed from Kyle Gabbard was an OB set.
So when I look at his setup right there, do you think his club? No, does he actually have a second club with him?
I don't know.
I don't think he has a second.
He
club
does.
with
I
him.
see a second. Or no, I don't.
No, that's Dwight.
Yeah, I know. No, Will's
Oh,
got
there,
another
there
club.
it
I
is.
see
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I
But,
see it.
yeah, right there. But the question is that a backup club, or is that a
Probably.
different setup?
Who knows?
Gentlemen, that grid is clear. Fire away.
I mean, because you can't really tell if it's an LD30 plus or
Nah.
it's like a 60 or a 70.
They all look the same. Could be a D10, right?
Yeah.
It seems fairly soft when he's addressing the ball. So when he's waggling a little bit, it seems fairly soft. But let's see. I mean, right now he can just free
Cruise
up
control.
and swing it,
Yep.
right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for any of these guys.
No,
So
they're
the
all
question is, how do they want to do it? Do they want to try to break a ball speed record here, or do they just, well, smooth it and carry on to the next day?
Scotty's just cruising right now. He is just in complete control right now of his body, his breathing. He's very relaxed. He's taking his time. I've only seen him really step on one ball, and that was the last ball of the set. He went 214. Yeah, Scotty looks great. He said him and Brandon Flynn, very similar type of hitters that just cruised today.
Yeah.
Brandon looked awesome.
Let's see if Sam can put up some big numbers here, because he's been the fastest so far of this group, right?
Yeah, he's had two 219s.
And I told him to go 220, and he didn't. That last one was 218. So he's up
He's
there.
getting tired.
He's getting tired.
getting
From
tired.
219
Yep.
dropping to
Yep,
218.
he's done.
Yeah.
His legs are shot.
Yeah, what we see here with a new turf actually is every now and then balls fall off the tee. So Sam just had that issue. So a lot of people use T-Claw to get a bit more of a stable tee. But it's different because they just filled. Oh, my God. Sam just hit a 222 right there. I told you he's going to go fast. He hit a
Fastest ball of the
222.
day, Kyle Berkshire, I believe, is at 221. Will Hogue waving at his golf ball.
And now we have Sam Judah, fastest ball of the day at 222.
Yep. Kyle still has the longest ball of the day at 403.
Let's see if that ball stays in play. Sam's ball.
So, yeah, Sam, 222, 10-degree launch. It said it carried 388, so we're not sure, like I said, if it's factoring in the wind or not. 165 feet of curve. So that was
He
How
hit
does
another,
that-
He hit another 220.
really.
Sam just hit another 220.
So 165 feet of curve, that means he took up 55 yards in the air.
yeah,
That's a lot.
that is a lot.
So when we talk about dispersion left to right, when we're starting to get critical, when you get down to the final 16, Sam's going to have to make that, at the bare minimum, like maybe 50 feet, I mean, or I mean, we were talking about Brandon Flynn being in slot number
Yes.
4, hitting it dead straight down the far left hash. I go, in the final 16, you got to be closer to the center of the grid because every yard's going to matter, especially at these types of speeds. So, it's great to see Sam hitting the ball well and
Hey,
putting
one
balls
thing
in
is
play.
certain. Seeing
He's putting-
this, one thing is certain: you can never count Sam Judah out.
Absolutely.
Because he
222.
can, like, even if he, hits that big curve, he can pull a golf shot every time.
Yep.
It can happen anytime.
Yep.
And he's going to do well down the left side. So
Absolutely.
with these speeds, you can never count him out, and that's what he put on display here in his first World Championship, and that's crazy.
And we haven't mentioned it yet, but when you talk about the big pull cut, you got to think about Kevin Blankhorn. So thoughts and prayers are with his family who lost a brother about a month, or not even a month ago, a couple weeks ago, battling cancer. And unfortunately, he didn't make it through. But, Sam Judah hitting the Kevin Blankhorn cut there. Good job, buddy. So to the family, the Blankhorns, if they're tuning in, we miss you. We love you. And like I said, Sam Judah is hitting the old Kevin Blankhorn pull cut. So we're done with the first, the third group here. Let's go through the bracket and see who's going to make it to the round of 64. Sam Judah, Scotty Perriman, Campbell McMillan, Scott Oderkirk, Jared Forder, Dwight Riddle, Will Hogue, and Jeff Allen. So,
Wow, that was fun to watch.
Yep.
Sam put on a show, dude. That was
looked
that
good.
was really good.
a lot of it has to do, too, like you get off to a nice start where you get 2 wins. You can just relax, kind of like watching you hit in the second round robin in Utah. That was the Martin Borgmeyer I like to see. You're nice and relaxed and just locked in,
Yeah.
Yep, but we're going to return at 3 p.m. So if you guys, we're going to take a little bit of a break. But, yeah, like that Martin Borgmeyer is the Martin Borgmeyer that, I'd like to see throughout the entire event. Nice and relaxed.
I'll tell you one thing, dude. The most important part, for me at least, probably for a lot of other competitors as well, is as soon as you start thinking about your mechanics, it's over.
Yep.
It's over.
Yep.
So if you haven't figured it out today, you will not figure it out. So, well, all the practice that goes into this has to happen a lot before this. So, well, and as soon as you start thinking about all that stuff that you do in your golf swing, you're not relaxed anymore, and then, well, you can't interact with a crowd either, in
Yeah.
my opinion, right? So, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
And I'll try to put on the best show tomorrow possible. So let's see.
Yep. Like I
I
said,
definitely want to break his 222 here. I mean,
there you
like,
go. Well, yeah, and the thing is about like this being a marathon, you can actually, kind of just go full throttle instead of, being cute. Just, I mean, you're going to hit 30 balls tomorrow, and you're going to hit 30 balls the next day and 30 balls the next day, and then potentially high school education 48 balls to win the world championship on Saturday. So, with that being said, yeah, I mean, you're strong enough. You train like a madman, and I'd like to see Martin, letting it rip.
That's
Nice and relaxed.
What's so cool about the World Championship in general is we're playing over 4 days, and as hard as it is to prime for the 4th day, it's a lot easier on the body compared to a full day event.
Oh, it's brutal.
Like when you have to warm up 3 times or even 4 times
Yep.
during a tour event, wow, that's tough on the body. This is way different, so you can actually take your time between the days and all that stuff. It's really cool. So everybody out there who hasn't competed in a long drive tournament yet, come out here next year, qualify, compete in this, because it's a lot of fun.
Well, we'll sign off on every one of these round robins. This is number 3. As the late, great Dick Sanford always said, good night, God bless, drive home safely. We are in Mesquite, Nevada, the home of long drive for the 2022 PLDA World Championships. We'll be back in 20 minutes for round robin number 4. America.